Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Project Auto YouTube channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a while since we've uploaded. Finally, it is starting to warm up here in Ohio. Sun's shining. It was about 72 degrees today. Last few days it's been very cold and windy, so we haven't been able to film. Plus I've been extremely busy. So with that being said, I have a lot of update videos coming here very soon, especially with the red 1997 Dodge Ram. You guys are gonna be excited for that one, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But in today's video, as you can see, we are here with the Cadet XT1 42-inch cut. We haven't done a video on this thing for a while since we got it. We did a little video when we first got it, but we haven't showed you anything since. So a couple things with this. We got a snow plow for the front of it, so you can see the brackets here. The plow's in the barn. I'll include a picture of the plow here. So as you can see, it's just a basic plow that you get for most riding mowers, and it served a very good purpose this winter. We had some snow and we was able to keep the driveway pretty clear, so that helped out a lot. But today's video, I just want to do another walk around of this thing, talk about how it's held up so far, how many hours on it. It now has, let's see, 62.9 hours. It's almost 63 hours on it, and it's actually held up pretty well. We are going to be sending it in here very soon to do this year's maintenance, so oil change, spark plug, the full package. I've got a guy that I'll take it to, sharpen the blades, check everything out, make sure everything's good. But other than that, this mower has held up very well. No complaints. Other than, I did forget about this. There is one complaint, and maybe somebody out there who has one of these can tell me what this is about. Maybe it just has to do with the doing the tune-up for this year, new spark plug and stuff. But it seems like after it's been sitting for a while, it has a hard time starting. You have to really just let it crank and crank and crank, and it'll finally start up. Now with this one, you don't necessarily have a choke. You have an electronic throttle control called IntelliPower. So you just adjust this. There's idle, transport, and then you flip it all the way over to cut, and then you have power cut, which puts the engine at full blast and lets it cut at full power, and then you just turn the dial that way. So if anybody has any suggestions with that, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. But other than that, no complaints. We actually used it earlier today. We finally did our first cut of the yard, and I unfortunately made a boo-boo. There was a very large rock. You guys might know where I'm going with this. I didn't see it in time, and there's actually some pieces of it up there. But unfortunately, let me see if I can do this with one hand. I'll go ahead and spin this around. And as you can see, that blade is done. It bent the blade. I don't think it bent the shaft. We might have to replace the spindle. The other blade is not bent that I can see. We'll check that. But nonetheless, we definitely need a new set of blades at least, because that one is pretty well toast, as you can see. Let me see if I can spin it around some more. There's a good angle. You can see it's pretty well bent. So yeah, so we're gonna have to get some new blades. You know, that was my fault, my mistake. But yeah, like I said, no issues with it. It'll start up eventually. Another thing I did forget about too, I know you guys are gonna leave comments below, oh, no issues, but you keep forgetting stuff. The headlights. So when we go ahead and turn the key on, you can see the headlights are on, but a lot of times they flicker. There, you can see right there, it just did it. I think it's something with the headlight connector down here, because I've messed with this before, and you can actually see. So as I'm messing with that, you can see the lights kind of flickering. You can see that there, I'm not sure. So it's something from this connector up, might be in the wiring, I'm not sure. So we'll have to get that looked at as well. But now that it's pretty much summertime, it's springtime now, really not gonna need them unless we run this thing out at night, which most of the time we don't. But for those of you that missed my first couple of videos on this, I'll link them in the description below so you can check those out. Tires, I think we're going to get some better tires on it, because a lot of times, especially the rears, they don't grip very good in my opinion. So we had snow chains on it this winter that I just took off. Obviously pushing snow, that helped tremendously. Mower is very dirty. I need to get it cleaned up, so I apologize. But yeah, in case you guys didn't see the motor here, it is, oh, I can't remember off the top of my head how many horsepower it is. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos, so I will leave that in the description below. But it's a Cub Cadet branded engine. I spoke wrong before. It is Cub Cadet branded engine. 547cc overhead valve. IntelliPower, there's the IntelliPower electronic throttle system. You know, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's okay. I definitely, one of the main reasons I went with the IntelliPower is that nowadays, obviously with cost cutting, they're using all cheap plastics, and I've read a lot of reviews that the plastic choke constantly breaks just because it's plastic, and the weather eats it up and it breaks, and then you got to have it replaced. At least with this, it's just a turn dial, so it's, in my opinion, I think it's less likely to break. Yeah, it could still break, the knob can fall off, whatever. But not a big deal, not a big issue. I love this thing. Seat is very comfortable. But yeah, like I said, guys, we used it all winter to plow. I didn't get any footage of that. But next year I certainly will, and we got to get this thing cleaned up big time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. For those of you that want to see a complete tour and walk around, I'll leave that video in the description below, but this was just an update. I know I haven't uploaded for a while. Been, like I said, extremely busy, but we do have cool videos coming up with the 97 Dodge Ram, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.